Hey everybody, this is Steve. I'm coming at you from my office today with my upside down map in the background. I'm recording this on my iPhone too because my computer is being a little bit wonky with some other things. Just a brief announcement about some of the stuff that we're up to right now. I think the people are getting into the idea of the MOOC, which is been kind of interesting. There are good things about it, there are bad things about it. I hope we keep talking about it. And I'm happy to report, I'm happy to report that because the MOOC is now underway, I can make some changes with the schedule that will be changes in the short term and also changes in the long term. So the first thing you should do in terms of the short term is go ahead and take a look at the schedule page on the class website. I'm going to use my mouse to click over here. And just to sort of like look at what's on tap for next week, you can go look at this yourself, but it's under week 5. One of the things that we're going to do is we will talk more specifically about some of the readings that are assigned on the MOOC. So I want you to be sure to read the Shirky piece about Napster, Udacity, and the Academy and the response to it by this baddie person that was inside higher ed, along with watching the video by Daphne Kohler, and also the essay underneath that, Insidious Pedagogy, How Course Management Systems Impact Teaching. That Insidious Pedagogy article actually will fit well in the discussion that we've had this week about why use WordPress like this instead of EMU Online or something like that. And then for the second half of the week, the stuff that was there before, the George Siemens lecture, totally worth the 45 minutes, and especially as a counterpoint to some of the stuff that Daphne Kohler is talking about. And also, be sure to read this essay that's on the MOOC, a manifesto for networked objects cohabitating with pigeons, aphids, and albinos, I guess, in the Internet of Things. I can't remember, albinos? I'm not sure what that is. But anyways, that's all up on the Coursera MOOC that we're in right now. So be sure to go look at that. Okay, so that's on tap for next week. The next thing I want to mention in terms of the schedule is that now that the MOOC is in place and I have an idea of where we're going here with this for the rest of the semester, my goal is to have a final figured out schedule for the rest of the term very, very soon. My hope is in the next week, give or take, maybe less. Next point I want to bring up is if you haven't been on Twitter yet to follow along with the MOOC, I'd really recommend it. The hashtag for it is hashtag EDMOOC. And what you want to do is use Twitter to search for that hashtag, and then every post that shows up that has that hashtag in it will appear. Now, underneath here, below there, I have a couple of links. I have links to a couple of blog posts of people that I know who've been talking about this MOOC that I think you might find interesting. Excuse me. One of the things that some of these folks are talking about is potentially getting collaborating in some fashion on an article that would be in Kairos. And if anybody's interested in doing that, my guess is that we could probably work together with these folks to make that kind of thing happen. I also have linked there something that's called Storyfy, and Storyfy is a software where you can collect links and things. I have a link to Storyfy underneath there, but I've linked specifically to the Storyfy page thing or whatever that I put together, the links to the various Twitter incidences of EdMOOC. So you can go check that out. Yeah, so check those things out, and hopefully everyone's digging the MOOC experiment so far. Okay, great. See you online.